Hey, hi, hello, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mark and we are playing Minecraft. Surprise, surprise. Last episode we ended off with starting to design a temple, half and half making it sand and grass. Today there's still more grindy stuff. We need to replace more grass. We need to create a temple. We need to get the resources for said temple. Possibly dig out under the temple so it goes to somewhere cool. We have quite a lot to do today, so let's get to it. And like I said I would, here we are at the sand chests. Did I manage it? Yeah. Yeah, I did. That took me so long! Right, I've been flying for a wee bit now. And I went looking for the desert that I found and I've cleared out because it looks ridiculous. There's just no sand there anymore. I have no idea where it is. And even now, I'm somewhat lost myself. So in future, remind me, write down coordinates, please. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. I think we should start designing the temple and then put in the sand. The sand is monotonous and it kind of takes away... It doesn't exactly take away my motivation, but at least if I'm doing something fun, it's a lot easier to do than just placing sand upon sand upon sand. That line there took me maybe about an hour. It isn't even... I would say maybe it's a quarter. It might not even be a quarter. Because I haven't placed down a single cactus. So... anywhere that doesn't have the cactus, so... well, that's just the wrong way. Like, above my head now, and then this area here. That's all I placed, and it took me like an hour. And we have a lot more of that to go. This was something I went and made yesterday, and it's kind of what I was talking about with the pillars, the pyramid in the middle, the different colored blocks on the wall. I think it looks really cool. I think that is kind of what I was wanting. It still needs some more finesse, like say for down here, should probably be the creeper face blocks, like it is every other third block. But apart from that, it's come together quite nicely. If it wasn't ridiculous to do, in here could also be beacons as well. That would be crazy. I think that might be the end game, but for now, I don't know how getting 15 wither skulls is doable, but that would be quite cool. You see, the only thing I think of now is that too small? If it's going to be a temple, should we be dreaming bigger? Should we be aiming for something ridiculous that you can see from all around Turtle Beach? Or will it overpower everything else that's there? They should be the size of the template that I laid out. So the squares, the pyramid, that's what it should be. I like it. I'm thinking it's just not as ridiculously oversized as I would want. Am I going to build another one that's slightly... I'm probably going to build another one that's like bigger. And now we're back on the issue, very much like the sign. Is this too big and too unmanageable to do? I don't think it's unachievable. I don't think it's too bad. I've literally just scaled it up by one. So that's a 15 square, and then this is a 30. It's pretty big. Is it undoable? I don't know. I'm gonna build it up. It's probably gonna take a while. I'm gonna build it up and we will have a look at what it... I'm gonna make it the exact same as that one over there. I'm just gonna make it bigger. I think that makes sense. This thing is gonna be huge. Even in creative, this is taking quite a while to build. That is definitely wrong. 1, 2, 1, 3, 1. Oh, you idiot. Let's do it right this time. For my own sanity, please. So this one is like this. Yeah, that looks right. It looks pretty intimidating. It looks like it would... I'm not really going to get a scale for it, am I, until it's properly all built up. I'm going to have to build it all up, am I? Why do I keep doing these things? Like, it does look cool, though, but then will it be too big? Even in creative, this is taking a very long time. But we're getting there. Sorta. Kinda. A little bit. If we keep it this size, it's going to be a very big project. It definitely would not be a one episode kind of build. This would be build this today, do something else, build that today, do something else, yada yada yada. The only problem, well, it's not a problem. This doesn't go to one block anymore, so we couldn't have just the one beam of light. However, if we could get 4 beacons, we could have them all shining out with the colored glass that would respond to the concrete in here, which would be a really, really cool look. I haven't put concrete there. But this brings us back to the question, is it too big? In general, I don't think it's too big. I think mega builds It's not even a mega build. This is just a big build. This would be a very cool look. Also, I haven't put these on because I'm not sure if that's the kind of style that I want. So I might build all 4 of them with different ones and then work out which one I like best. I think this would fit in very nicely, but it might be too big for the area. When you look at Turtle Beach, things are, I'm reluctant to say in proportion, but they're not mega builds. They're not huge. Whereas this would be, but it would be quite cool. I'm going to jump back into the other world and I'll kind of explain what I mean. It's going to cut in a second, so just keep these 2 ideas in your head and I'll show you what I mean. So taking in mind as to what I, hopefully, as long as I edit it rightly, just said, if you think about how big that 30 by 30 temple is, it would take up double the blueprint we already have there. It might be better if I actually build it and then we discuss it. Okay, I'm going to do that. I can already tell you that it's far too big. I keep forgetting how dangerous it is here. Look at you! Stop it. Good lad. Go away. That's 30, and that's obviously 1 square. In correlation to everything else, I think that's too big. But 15 looked too small. I might try 25. I might try learning to talk. I might try 25 and see where that leaves us. Why do I do these things? Just for now, I'm not taking out that mountain. Well, the wee tuft. Just because if I don't like it, there's no point. So that's 25 by 25. I am going to try 20 by 20. And then I'm going to see where that leaves us. I think 20 by 20 might be the way to go. Possibly. I'm going to add the squares and we'll see what it looks like. That was a lot harder than it needed to be. It took me a very long time. But now I think that is an acceptable length. Because when I made it at 15 in my creative world, and then I made it at 30, for all the designs and measurements, I just doubled it. So instead of having 1 block, I then used 2. I think that makes sense. Now that it's 20, I know the general idea of what I want it to look like, but obviously I'm going to have to kind of make it, I'm going to have to adjust it. I'm going to have to make it on the fly and we're going to have to make it look good as we build it. So that's not the end of the world. We have the general idea. It doesn't have to be a copy and paste of what I've already made, but I think that's the general idea for the temple that I want to build. Now it's actually just putting sand everywhere, which, if I'm honest, I'm not looking forward to doing. I'm starting to close my eyes at night and all I see is sand. Why am I trying to turn this into a beach or a desert? Why am I doing it to myself? See if this doesn't look cool at the end. I'm not going to be happy. We're steadily making progress, but we are now getting to the stage where I start to panic that I still don't have enough sand. But we're getting there. So I've done all down the back here. I've built up under here. Some of it still needs a little bit of TLC. Just keep it looking natural, step it up. But apart from that, we're even now getting some wildlife back. I don't know where these guys keep coming from. Nothing of use. Cool. I'm definitely I keep forgetting about over there. I would say I'm probably over halfway now and I still have 2 shulker boxes left. But I'm going to have to take a break for a bit because it is now 20 to 3 and I've been at this since about 12 o'clock. Actually, looking at my recordings, I recorded my intro exactly 3 hours ago at 11:41. Wow. Now that I've got all under the pyramid covered in sand, what I think I'm going to do is probably start building the at least general shape of it, just give me a break from placing sand because I'm going to lose my mind, to be honest. Luckily, it did occur to me that when we're building these parts here get covered by the actual pyramid scheme. You don't actually see them, so there's actually no point in making them the creeper face blocks. So I saved myself some heartache there and just kept them the same, and I think that will still be okay. Now we're going to start building up the towers, I think, or at least one. Because once we get one, and then either one side, we'll at least get an idea of how big it is and what it's going to look like. Which I think will really help tie everything together. Because once this is here, we can then start building things around it. We can start putting the landscape around it properly. That would be the height of one tower. And obviously, there would be one in all 4 corners. And then the pyramid would be starting here. And then, obviously, it will have some kind of roof on it. Or were these meant to be 3 high? That doesn't look as big as I thought it would. Were they meant to be 3 high? I might build this one that I'm standing at here 3 high, and I'll see which one I prefer. That one looks bigger. Obviously, it's just 2 lines. I don't think it looks out of proportion or too big. I think that one just looks not big enough. I think I prefer that one. Yeah, I think I prefer the one that's bigger. If I hate it, they're just going to have to come down again. Why am I like this? Oh, it's slightly more intimidating. I think that's what we wanted. We might add some more shape to them. For example, we might take out all the corner blocks and make them maybe rounder, but that might take away from the whole aesthetic. I think we're gonna build the general idea of it, and then we'll add detailing and tinkering to it and playing around with it. I think they're gonna look good. That's my main concern. But now, I forgot that building sandstone blocks were really, really resource heavy. It takes 4 blocks of sand to make 1 sandstone brick. So I said that these were 32 size squares all the way around, which means that is 9, which means that's 4.5 stacks of just these blocks. These are just 4.5 stacks of bricks, which means that's 18 stacks of sand that I am now without, which means I need another 18 for the 2 back pillars. And I was already saying that I didn't know if we had enough to finish off sand in the area. We definitely do not now, which means I'm going to have to go and get more sand at some point. I would rather get a general idea for this first and then worry about putting sand down in the rest of the area, but it's still an annoyingly large task. I'm now completely out of sand. We still need another 4-5 rows. We need another 10 stacks of sand to even just finish the pillars, which means I can't finish sanding off the area over there, which isn't exactly ideal. I'm going to have to go and get more sand, because there's not much else I can do. So I have absolutely no idea why, but I have some blocks just randomly in my chest down here. Earlier on, when I was bragging about that I got the double chest, I didn't even think to look to see if we had any blocks. I can't believe it. So I was preparing to go fly away to find more sand. I just decided I was going to put everything back in here. I was going to throw the dirt down. Then for some reason, I just came over here to just double check. Apparently at some point I made some fancy blocks. So let's go finish this bad boy. I don't realistically know how much this is actually going to take. That is, I think, a good height for the temple. I think it's going to look really good. I think it's going to look very, very nice when it's actually ready. Also, that's a really nice crackling sound. That's a really cool view. This is the height of the 4 pillars. They will all have roofs on them. And then obviously it's going to come up in the center like a pyramid. I'm going to mark the center block in here just so I know where that is. Do I have any idea where that is? 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 6. So on this row here. Here, maybe? Why does this look... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. How? What have I done? Because oh no. If that's 11 blocks, that is not 11 blocks. Oh no. 10, 11, 12. What have I done? And how is... I'm losing my mind. How has that happened then? How many times have I looked at this thing? This is a rectangle. How has that happened? How have I done that? I'm so angry. What have I done? I'm standing here. It's 4 blocks bigger. How have I done... I can't believe it. How am I that stupid? It's not even like it's off by 1. It's off by 4. This thing's a rectangle. Well, I know what the title of this episode is going to be. Episode 7. I can't count. Now what do I do? Did I record any of me building? I don't think I did. I wonder if you can hear me clicking my mouse. Oh, that's for episode 6. It won't be in there. At no point did I look at it and go, oh, that's a rectangle. On a whim. I was just trying to think of what I can record to actually do next. And I went, oh, I'm going to find the middle. For no apparent reason. For literally no reason at all. I said, I'm just going to try and find the middle of this. I'm going to have to pull them in. I can't believe it. It's just occurred to me that I don't actually know which side is wrong. 1, 2, 3, 14, 20, 21. How is it 21 or 25? So it's width way. When we correct it, it needs to come this way. How has that happened though? What stage did I mess up? I am so angry right now. Well, this doesn't look promising. I went to load back into my world and the little thumbnail for it was all greyed out, which is never a good sign. And this is what I've come into. That could be an issue. Yeah. Surprisingly, that was an issue. That bloody bunny is still over there. That took me 4 hours to get my world back. I don't know what happened. On the title screen, my world was all grayed out, the file size was completely wrong, and it kept saying it was corrupting. When I would load in, it would either go blue and grey like it did last time, it would just crash, Minecraft would just force close. I don't know what happened, and I don't know how that happened. I've just got back in now, and it is 8:05 at night. and this is meant to be going up about midday, 1 o'clock tomorrow, which isn't ideal, which does mean that I am out of time. Hopefully, you're enjoying the beginning of whatever it is I'm trying to build. Hopefully, you're enjoying my pain and suffering of just not being able to count. Next time when we start up, hopefully I will have off-camera reshaped it and got it back, because there's no point in showing what I was doing in this episode and then having to build it again. Like, that makes sense. I'm pretty sure that makes sense. And I will also try and get more sand, so next time we can still get back to work instead of having to sit around and doing the boring tasks. So hopefully if you have enjoyed today's episode, you'll leave a like. If you have really, really enjoyed it, you can definitely feel free to subscribe. I'm putting out videos as soon as I can make them. So having said that, and with that being said, I hope you stay out of trouble, don't do anything I wouldn't do, and I'll see everybody... Idiot. Laters!